Hi there, this video is about the development of local vegetation, and our goal is to explain how local vegetation develops. So following the lesson, I'm going to be explaining how local vegetation develops and the process that the vegetation takes. So that's a bit of a recap of last lesson. When we look at local vegetation, vegetation patterns are normally governed by climate. Other impacts do impact vegetation on a small scale. These impacts include topographic situations, so where it is on a lie of the land, geology that affects soil, animals, and also fire as well. What is important is that vegetation is an integral part of the biophysical environment in which all factors are interconnected, and we need to make sure we remember that. So when vegetation does change and develop, there's a series of events that take place. So succession is a natural change in the structure, a species composition of a plant community. Succession leads to the formation of the most complex community of organisms possible in an area. A seer is the name given to each stage in a sequence of events in which the vegetation of an area develops over a period of time. A Prezi is a complete chain of successive seers. The first plant species to colonise an area are called pioneer species. As time continues, plant species or plant communities become taller, more diverse, more permanent, and at the end of succession we have what's called a climax community is reached. Now, to give you some examples of what we're talking about here, if we look at a beach, particularly Shelly Beach, we've got the active beach zone. Here nothing grows. As we go behind it, we've got the foredune, and we start getting some species of grass and pigface. And as we go up higher up the dunes, to the parallel dunes at the back, we have smaller trees, smaller shrubs. As we go further back, we have bigger trees, grass, a lot more vegetation. So if you want an idea of what plant succession is, have a look at Shelly Beach next time you're down there and look at the different plant species changing from the sea all the way up to the car park and even to the golf course, and that will help you understand the different seers and different types of plant communities. So that's what plant succession means, and that's how it develops over a local area. So when we have primary succession, when a bare area becomes colonised by pioneer plants, examples include areas that have suffered volcanic eruption. That's a really good example. And the first vegetation species that come, they're pioneer species, and then secondary is when, particularly after a bushfire, we get secondary type of plants taking over. So that's how vegetation develops, particularly in a local area. Next time, like I said, down at Shelly Beach, have a look at those different plant seers and see if you can identify them. Okay, make sure you make Cornell notes. Lots of new words there. Any questions, see me. Thanks.